Hey guys, welcome back to Zoo World News. Here with a quick update on the British ships headed towards the Russian Black Sea. The information that we have so far is that the ships have left the UK and are headed towards the Black Sea as we speak. They have been intercepted by two Russian spy ships who are following the fleet and photographing, studying them, or whatever they're doing. So they're doing something. So within a week, maybe 2 weeks, it might arrive at the Black Sea, and then I can give you more information of what's going on. So as the information is coming in, I'll be putting out new episodes, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button. Now, the article I'm going to be reading today is from the website wsws.org. It's titled "Britain Ratchets Up NATO's War Drive Against Russia" by Robert Stevens. Okay, so Britain is to deploy warships to the Black Sea this month, central to NATO's provocations against Russia. The deployment is part of unprecedented military operations and war games exercises being conducted in the Mediterranean, the Black Sea, the Middle East, Indian Ocean, and the South China Sea. Okay, in April, Russia began to amass substantial military forces near the Ukrainian border, after the Ukrainian regime, armed to the hilt by Washington, endorsed a strategy to recover Crimea. Following the far-right 2014 coup in Kiev, which was supported by the US and the European Union, Russia annexed the strategically vital peninsula. On April 21st, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky stated that he was ready for war with Russia and that the population would stand to the last man amid threats of supportive action from the US and other NATO powers. A day later, the Kremlin began to pull back troops and military equipment from the border. As tensions escalated in the Black Sea, the UK ramped up its presence in the region with RAF Typhoon jets based in Romania, armed with paveway bombs and brimstone missiles, taking part in a NATO Black Sea region air policing mission. Now, last month, the London Times, citing senior naval sources, reported that a number of warships will peel off in the Mediterranean from the main carrier strike group force being led by the aircraft carrier HMS Queen Elizabeth and head through the Bosphorus into the Black Sea. Now, warships involved are to include a Type 45 destroyer armed with anti-aircraft missiles and an anti-submarine Type 23 frigate. The Times reported RAF F-35B Lightning stealth jets and Merlin submarine hunting helicopters are to stand ready on the task group's flagship, the carrier HMS Queen Elizabeth. A spokesperson for the Ministry of Defense said the UK and our international allies are unwavering in our support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Giving more details on its carrier strike group mission of record size and scope, the Ministry of Defense announced last week the UK carrier strike group will be NATO's first fifth-generation carrier strike group, underlining the UK's leading role in the alliance. The Carrier Strike Group 21 will participate in NATO exercises such as Exercise Steadfast Defender and provide support to NATO Operation Sea Guardian and maritime security operations in the Black Sea. The conflict between Ukraine and Russia and the interest of competing imperialist powers have transformed the Black Sea region into a powder keg that could ignite a worldwide conflagration. Now, the new head of the UK's Foreign Intelligence Service, MI6, is on record as having told Russian President Vladimir Putin that if his military had engaged Ukraine, there would have been a huge price to pay. Speaking to Times Radio and the Sunday Times, Richard Moore, who took over an MI6 head last October, said the Russians are in absolutely no doubt of where the UK stands on this issue. And they are in absolutely no doubt of where the US Biden administration stands on this issue because channels are open. Referring to Russia engaging in a pattern of reckless behavior, Moore added, "It is why we have coordinated so closely with our allies to make sure we are getting firm messages back to President Putin. Now, the threats are in line with the designation of Russia by Boris Johnson's government in its integrated review of security, defense, development, and foreign policy as the most acute direct threat to the UK and the Euro-Atlantic region. In the subsequent Defense in a Competitive Age defense review, also published in March, Russia was again singled out as posing the greatest nuclear, conventional, military, and sub-threshold threat to the European security. The review stated, Russia is the most acute threat in the region, and we will work with NATO allies to ensure a united Western response, combining military, intelligence, and diplomatic efforts. It pledges to work with the alliance to deter nuclear, conventional, and hybrid threats to our security, particularly from Russia. We will respond. The article does mention that the HMS Queen Elizabeth will be performing some duties in Syria. Now, keep in mind, Russia does have a lot of soldiers in Syria. Okay, so those are my thoughts on this article. I'll see you in the next one. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Thank you.